Welcome back to the Reggies. Three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Boys, how are we?
Good, thanks, mate.
Outstanding.
That's good
Great,
to hear.
actually.
Before we get into everything, just want to thank everyone yet again for giving us all the support they have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, leave us a rating on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep.
Tell your mates about us too.
Yep.
Best way, word of mouth.
We do love that. Right, straight off the bat. I'm just going to mention a quick John Daly story straight off the bat, boys.
Oh,
Warm us
wow.
up.
Porn of the
Hold on,
year.
sorry.
Reggie porn.
He is. I'm going to crack that too. Because I don't want to dwell on the past, but he is our cult figure, number 8 in the RRLC.
He's our hero.
I knew I'd seen this before, but someone sent it in and I got to watch it again. He goes on Full Send podcast and he's there ripping into beer. He's got a durry in his hand. There's a big bowl of chicken wings in front of him. And they ask him about his gambling, right? And they get into pokey playing and slot machines, they call them. And I did try and remember this story on a previous podcast, but I forgot. They ask him about the most money per press or per pull, and can confirm he says $5,000 per pull of this slot. And then they say, what's the payout if you hit the mega on that machine? And he says 2.8 million without even thinking. And they're like, oh, how do you know? No, they said, what's the most you've ever won? He goes, 2.8 million. And then he just finishes with, I probably put 7 in her to get it. But
Yeah. 2.8, wouldn't even bat an eye to that. You go, yep.
So Daly is pulling 5,000 a pull on a poker machine.
Mate, I thought someone put in the group the other day, like off the back of what we said, because obviously that was just confirmed money from the PGA that I was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
I think someone put in a thing where it's like estimated as 55 million he has gambled or something.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
I was like,
So,
Reggie
quick little
numbers.
recap on our cult figure wearing the number 8 running out for the RRLC.
there you go.
Just a reminder
Yeah.
of why he does it.
Had a couple of cracking stories sent in to the podcast
Beautiful.
page this
Bless
week.
us.
I'm not going to mention any names in this one because this is an extract from the Darwin Hospital from the nursing department.
Okay.
And this is a Reggie reaction. It reads, this is a quote, croc bite to right foot whilst fishing. Initially cleaned with beer. And then iodine. So he's gone the beer first.
Oh, yeah.
No other injuries. That was the report.
So, so he's been bitten on the foot by a croc, washed her out with a beer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then went to hospital. So the bloke who sent it in, I replied and I was like, because all it was a photo, and I was like, please tell me this is you. And he said, unfortunately, no. But my missus works in the nursing department, and so I was like, all right, I won't mention your name, just in case she gets rinsed.
How is that, though?
Yeah.
I just thought it was
Bit of
great.
alcohol rub, just beer straight on it.
Yeah, not
Not,
methylated
yeah,
spirits,
no,
just
not
beer.
vodka, beer.
And then this kind of is a little bit about the Sledge, but he didn't write it in. He didn't send it in on the voice, so he wrote it in. And I had to say it. It was fucking funny as. So this is not the Sledge of the week. That is coming. Walked out to bat in a Div 3 game, playing cricket, getting sledged by a square leg. As the hangover was well and truly kicked in, I managed to play and miss the first 4 balls, only to first slip to say, bowl him a piano, he might be able to play that. And then I responded with, how about he bowls me your mum, I play her all right.
You beauty.
And then he's gone, there was quite a few upset, and I replied with, why are you all upset? Have you all got the same mum?
Wow.
And then
On
he
the
said,
front foot.
managed to cop a fee and a pretty good send-off when I got out, as you'd expect.
Yeah. Fuck it out. Just
Unreal.
good old your mum joke. It never gets old, does it?
Well, I think the secret is being very quick with it. Like, as in
Yeah.
quick with it, just boom, they're like, oh, what? What?
Yeah.
No
Shock
time
to
to think about it.
Huh? Yeah,
bit of a shock to the
My
system.
mum.
Ooh.
that's right.
But I reckon the best one out of that I will use is the first bit. Bowl him a piano, see if he can play that.
Yeah, that's good.
Is your season still going, Grapes?
Yeah.
Well, you've got a fucking fair few to use then.
Man, I do. It's actually semi-finals this weekend.
Oh, perfect.
Just go with I fucked your mum.
It's like, yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is, just say it.
Yeah, big semi. If we lose, obviously it's all over. So
And then Mad Monday
yeah,
follows.
yeah. And we do have an RDO. But no, we're not losing. No way. I haven't played for a while. I've been busy, so I'll be rusty. I might not even
The
get
return.
picked.
What's the plan for your Mad Monday, mate? What are you up to? Just a bit of a pub crawl? Or?
Well, we haven't really talked about it because we're not going to lose this weekend.
Should be the most important thing in a Reggie's side.
Yeah.
But
Soon as finals time come, it's bam.
Oh, at the start of the year, what are we doing, boys? End of year trip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's Mad Monday, though, sorry. Not the end of year trip. It's two separate things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We've got to have a few things to
Very
celebrate.
A-grade of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's a couple of cracking stories. Anything new?
love it.
Anything new over here?
Oh, mate, I'm just fucking battling through life with 4 kids, twin newborns, couple of toddlers, you know.
Yeah. But you're dealing with it like a Reggie would.
Oh, I'm kicking
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
Kicking
Fucking
ass.
oath.
Shout out to the missus. She's the one kicking ass. I'm just fucking doing what I'm told and doing it well. That's pretty much it.
Well, we're going to move into our Reggie's Rugby League Club here.
Fucking oath. Did you get the... Oh, we're doing the Sledge of the Week later.
Sledge will be after
Sorry,
this,
mate.
yeah.
Yep.
I'll run the show, eh?
Sorry. We just touched on the Sledge of the Week thing, and I'm like, oh, are we doing that? No, sorry, mate. I'll just shut
up.
I'll just shut the fuck up.
Know your place.
Nah, hey,
I will know my place.
we're building a club, and we're going to build it from the ground up.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
As we have.
We've picked a fair few staff positions, and last week we started picking some on-field positions, and that is about to continue.
Fucking oath.
We are going to pick a couple of wingers, but
Ooh, the sting.
we will get to that. I just want to quickly say the RRLC group on Facebook is building.
It
I
is.
had a couple of days there in a row where I had to approve so many people. But I had to knock a fuckload of people back because who the fuck thinks that deep heat smells like lavender? Honestly,
When you have the options of lavender or success, for fuck's sake, as if it's going to be lavender.
some people put both.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Because we obviously didn't make it that you
Oh,
can
you can
just
only
pick
pick one.
one.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
pick. So I think there was this one poor bloke. He's literally tried to get in. He's
trying.
done like 3 different options that you can pick, and then he just didn't answer one like at all for the last time. And I'm just like, mate,
It's
fucking-
just an A grader.
I'm trying hard here, but I just couldn't
Fuck
do
me.
it.
If
That's
you don't
an
know what it
A-grader.
smells like, just go and grab one of them and fucking crack it open. Walk into any shed on a Saturday
Or imagine
afternoon.
he gets into the chemist and he's like, fuck, I need to smell what this shit's like. And he just smells it and it's like, what? Like, is that success?
Yeah,
It's just, it's just a shark smelling
but
blood.
Just use the process of elimination and go, that's not lavender.
Yeah, exactly.
It must be success.
Actually, it's quite a bit away from lavender. It's quite the opposite of it, actually.
Anyway, oi, thanks to everyone who's putting their input in there. It's great.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
And if one of your mates has failed to get in, don't fucking tell them the answers.
No,
Make them
yeah.
work it out themselves.
100%.
I just thought it was funny because we did have someone comment and say, these answers are too easy. Anyone could do it. And I was like, mate, if only you could see how many people I
Yeah,
declined.
Fuck it up. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, which is fucking funny. But we're going to pick a couple of wingers.
Are we,
We've got our fullback.
Are we going to pick the wingers and then sort of go through a bit of a, like for people who might have just joined like this week or last week, should we give them a bit of a rundown on on what the club is so far?
I definitely think
Yeah,
we
sounds
should.
good.
Because I think that'll be a
um,
good thing if someone's just sort of started listening to know that what we are
Who we've
building
picked,
here.
yeah.
That is a good idea. I did post it in the group, but you
Yep.
might not be in the group.
Yep.
So if you are listening, as promised, the current staff and players on and off the books here at the RRLC. We've got a CEO and his name is Bob Hawke. I think that one sort of spoke for itself. He's run a country and he
Yeah.
sculls beers at the cricket.
100%.
Beers
And
and
tells
can
great
fucking-
jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We went with a manager, and we went with Georgie Rose, another one that would just picked himself. He's 100% a Reggie, and now manages fighters.
Exactly.
Picked himself.
Yep.
Head coach, if you are just joining us, we had a lot of kickback about this because the Reggies did overlook quite an obvious pick for head coach.
We had
but
to rip up Ricky Stewart's contract.
yeah, and which we did
Yeah.
because we
fucked him
listen.
off.
Because we listen.
Exactly.
Our head coach is Tommy Rodonigus. Another one. We shouldn't fucking.
I think it just
shouldn't
went
be-
over our heads,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, the team doctor, we've gone with Stephen Dank. Now, if you remember, he was involved in not one but two supplement sagas. One at Essendon and one at the Cronulla Sharks.
Just
but
quietly, John Daly's looking ripped already.
He hasn't even been in the squad for a week.
you just see Big John. Oh, he's running 20K.
Fucking hell.
And we've gone with a dietitian because the boys have got to eat.
Oh,
And we went with the big man, Daryl Broman, which I think was good because, like we've mentioned, there's a lot of front rowers.
yeah.
Yeah.
We could fucking go with front rowers for days, but it's good that we can find little niche jobs for them.
You need someone on the barbecue who's got a bit of character.
Yeah.
Well,
On
you'd
some
never
fucking-
trust a skinny fucking chef, do you?
No, exactly right. We need Reggie charisma on those snags.
That's right.
And I reckon the most important job, the team strappers, because the boys are going through some meterage in the strapping
Oh, yeah.
department. And we went with Reg Reagan, or Reg Rogan, as Tom likes to call him.
Joe's retarded brother.
Reg Reagan and Rodney Rude, because, look, like we said, you can do a strapping course in a day. We needed
Yeah.
blokes in there to lift the morale.
That's right.
Exactly.
We got blokes out there running water. Alfie Langer, Ronnie Palmer, they picked themselves.
Yeah.
They are the two most iconic water runners.
If you watch footy, you know them too.
That's right. And
That's
Alf
exactly
is
right.
still out there running the plays for
Yeah.
Queensland
Fuck
and
yeah.
Brisbane.
And to make sure the water is top fucking notch, we've got Bobby Boucher, water boy, as the H2O purifier. So,
Yeah,
That's
I
a great pick.
actually forgot to put that one on the post, so thank you for that.
no worries.
Right, and that was our sort of our core staff that
Yeah.
we've gone and
Yeah.
picked. And then we got into a couple of key positions last week. We all picked a marquee player. I kicked it off with picking the greatest cricketer of all time to play 5'8", Shane Keith Warne. Jace went at the fullback position, Ben Cousins, who we still all agree took it a little too far. But
A little.
and then with the number 8 on, not playing front row, he has the number 8 on in the front row, John Patrick Daly.
The Reggie number.
And he is looking ripped.
Yeah.
I think we
Yes.
should just, like, Don, that the number 8 is the Reggie number.
Yeah, yeah.
From
Yeah,
here
so.
forth.
I think it is. We could have picked 10 number 8s, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
was definitely the best selection,
Definitely.
in our eyes anyway, and in a lot of the members' eyes.
Well, look, I haven't heard much, like,
Nah.
backlash from Daly.
It wasn't a Ricky Stewart.
I think
and
everyone's
Tommy Rodonigus backlash.
And if you're
that's
keen to
for
get blocked, lip up on Daly.
That is one we won't overturn.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, no matter what.
that's right.
Yeah. There's actually a guy in the group who every post we put up, he just writes Dane Swan.
I've seen that.
Every position. I was
Message Dane.
I think he might need to. He might want Dane in.
Old Swanee.
Shout out to Dane.
Yeah, he is a Reggie.
Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
have some place.
He's gonna have
Definitely.
to have a
He's gonna be
place.
considered.
Yeah. Right. So that's a bit of a recap. That's where we've gone. I did post them in the RRLC, so jump on that group if you want to have a look at those in a
Yeah,
bit more
for sure.
depth.
And
I
learn
reckon,
what fucking deep heat smells like before you
Yeah.
try and join.
please, for fuck's sake.
Make it easy for us.
I'm sick of declining people putting lavender. But that's the
Yeah, where we're at
yeah,
so
that's
far.
where we're at. Sorry.
Nah, for sure.
Let's go. Let's pick some wingers.
Wingers now.
Sting.
We
this
have
is a-
we have Benny and he is a great selection, but we need someone for him to just drop underneath
Oh, yeah.
with no one near him and say, you run it up, cunt.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, I think I'll kick this off with, I've got a bloke. Now, like we said, we're not always going to pick rugby league, but I feel like if this bloke wasn't in the team and on the wing, then I'd get fucking coward punched in the street. So there's a bloke who played 53 games at NRL, some for the Bronx, some for the Cowboys, and dead set in the peak of his playing career, you wouldn't have looked sideways if he was playing on the wing for Calliope Roosters. So Scotty Minto, Scott
yes.
Minto, fucking welcome,
Round of
mate,
applause.
on the wing, because you are a fucking dead set Reggie, and the people's immortal literally has a fucking statue at Suncorp
For being
Stadium.
shit.
Yeah. Literally say, you suck.
You sucked and played rugby and played NRL.
One highlight of his whole career.
But mate, like how good though the bloke got out there and played 53 games in NRL, which is better than any of us. But
Yeah,
we didn't
fucking
try,
oath.
so.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, we chose.
Exactly.
But he chose to and he did it. So good on him. But he's been called in, and
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Fuck
Very
it.
I
happy.
think he almost is kind of like the Reggie that would have been going, I came to training twice this week. Why aren't I playing A's?
Yeah,
You know?
that's right.
But-
And maybe there was like a string of 6 injuries or something for wingers at the Bronx. I don't know.
Maybe he's
We
Wayne
don't
Bennett's
know.
son.
We don't know.
Look at the cunt.
Could be.
Look, literally, I showed the boys before this. I googled Scott Minto, and the first picture that comes up on Google is a split image of him and Wayne Bennett.
That's good, eh?
But anyway, I just think he's a perfect fit, and some blokes just have to be there from a rugby league sense, and just
Yeah.
fit. And
Exactly
he's that
right.
winger that, like, all these blokes, I just reckon 100-kilo winger, it's just not on.
Nah.
Should be a bloke who gets blown away in a strong southeasterly.
Fucking string beans.
He is
So-
actually, he hangs around CQ a bit, and
Yeah.
he's actually quite jacked these days.
Yeah, well, he's a big bloke. Like,
He's
obviously, he's
massive,
tall.
man,
yeah.
yeah.
He coaches St. Brendan's now for their footy comp.
Yeah, right.
Like Confro, all their
there you
fucking
go,
Aaron
that's-
Payne Cup and that. So, yeah.
So maybe some of the boys listen, they can let him know he's been picked on the
yeah.
sting.
Oh, yeah. Let him know he's made the team.
Should get
And
him
he
on.
can- Let him know he can quit his job at Brendan's because he's getting on for the RRLC.
I have to
Fuck
bring him
yeah.
on for a special guest episode.
Running on too.
Very
Yeah,
doable.
running on.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, no, he's sort of, we've gone away from our 3 cult figures that we picked last week. We picked them because they're guns and their off-field antics.
Yeah.
But
That's
we
right.
don't actually know about Scotty's off-field. We might have
No.
to ask him.
No, that's
He's cracked
right.
down
But
or else
like you
that's
said,
enough.
He was one of those blokes that just had the fucking...
Do you know what Scotty has? The looks of a Reggie, and that's why he is on the sting closest to the fucking crowd.
He just looked lost whenever he was out there, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, shout
But-
out to him anyway.
I just love how someone somewhere has started like a thing about his one
Yeah.
YouTube highlight, and then the whole country just knew
I want to
about
know
it.
where it started from, when it
Yeah.
started, because I swear my whole life has just been Scotty Minto. He's just the most niche average player ever.
It's so good. How do you reckon he'd feel about it? Would be like,
Oh,
I don't know. He would have to know.
like he's
Oh, he
smiling
would
next to
know.
the statue at Suncorp, but I wonder if he's thinking, fuck's sake. The whole country's laughing at me.
yeah. Oh, fuck it.
It's
Anyway.
better than him just not being known at all.
Yeah, good on
Imagine
him.
telling people played NRL and I have no idea who you
Seems
are.
to take it in his stride.
You
so
look at
fucking
Exactly.
good.
You
Own
look
it.
at the blokes who's got statues at Suncorp.
Well,
Look at the blokes he's next to.
yeah, exactly, right.
But we need someone else. I don't know whether Scotty's going to wear the 2 or the 5, play left or right, but
Oh,
we
I've
do
got a
need
fucking
another winger.
Great pick for this.
Righto.
And it is steering away from the whole rugby league thing we're talking about.
Good.
And he's going on the wing just because of his size and his sort of ability in the sport he played. But anyway, I'm going to get straight to it. We're going the worm, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, baby.
Just a little stat sheet I've got here, the blokes. He, first of all, missed the NBA Finals to go to Vegas one year. He just loved to party and give a fuck what people thought of him. He joined the WCW as a pro wrestler, so like the equivalent to WWE now, and he was frequently in that. This is like a more sport-related stat. 6 times in one season, he got no points in a game, but got 20+ rebounds. The cunt just got up. He just got rebounds and just rebounds, fuck, and party.
Yeah.
That's all he would do. The definition of could have been anything, but chose to have fun instead.
20 rebound. That is.
He just
doing
played.
it
He
for
just
the
played
boys.
his part. Like
Exactly.
he played a great part in the team.
That's why I think he'll suit well in the wing.
and he was
perfect.
a fucking grub, like as in
Yeah.
like a rough player that stirred cunts up and got in their
Exactly.
face. And he's tall as fuck, so we can just send the worm
Fucking
in.
oath.
Like he'll always have some Larry haircut. Fucking.
He'll be putting them off with
He
that
always
fuck,
had a
yeah.
shit chop. I think he was pounding Carmen Electra.
He
Is
was.
that-
Yes.
Yeah,
he was.
I'm pretty
and,
sure he did it on the basketball court of one of their practice facilities as well. So
And like, if you watched the Jordan documentary,
Yeah,
The
like,
Last
and
Dance,
they were
yeah.
talking about how like he was the only player that the coach would know. You just had to let him
Just let him do
go,
his own
and
thing.
he was the only one that he just rolled back in, and because he knew what he was doing, they knew he'd do his job well. That's what he
Yeah.
did, and if that's not a Reggie, I don't know what the fuck.
and he
is.
won 5 NBA championships, so he can bring a bit of fucking winning
was in
talent to our team.
He was in a fairly handy team, but he's also
Oh,
going to
yeah,
be in a
too.
fairly handy team here.
Oh, that's
Exactly right.
that's
Like
right.
Michael Jordan, we've got fucking John Daly.
He'll
That's
hang
right.
that on his wall.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fucking great pick and a great rap.
What about three?
Yeah, good stat.
Yeah.
So I reckon Scotty, you're sending in there for Scoots.
Yeah.
And you're fucking
In the
sending him
centre,
out your own
home
ram.
10.
Rodman, you're just putting bombs up to in the corner, aren't you? Because
Well,
he can leap.
you know that when the opposition team are putting up crossfield kicks, that he's a defender, clearly.
Safe
'cause
hands.
20 rebounds, no points.
Yeah,
He's just there for
exactly.
defense.
Exactly. Pure defense.
That's right.
He's not going to drop a high ball either.
No.
So we'll put him on the right, and Minto will just be steaming across the paint, just
Yeah.
diving in the corner.
That's it.
Righto.
A couple honourable mentions too.
Righto.
I know
Yeah.
I've gone Blake Ferguson.
He did get a lot of mentions,
was-
but
yeah.
I have a dirt on that cunt.
I was
actually,
going to say,
so-
I've got to say, there is not one fucker I would hate to be around more than Blake Ferguson.
Yeah, he was never in. I just want to let you know, everyone who posted
Yeah.
him, it has absolutely nothing to do with he's a blue or from New South Wales or anything. I just don't like the cunt.
Me neither. It's just his aura and just who he, at face value, who he'd be as a person. Sitting next to me on a couch, I'd be like,
Well, face value, he doesn't have much value. He's fucking ugly.
yeah. Oh, well, that's a nutsack calling the arsehole, Harry.
Yeah, you have just been called out by Red for being ugly.
Yeah.
His nose needs fixing.
And I'll
But-
call him out too. I've got dirt on him, so don't do anything to me, Fergo.
But I mean, like, there's some blokes who, you have the team pest, and that's all good. You got to have the team pest. But I mean, he's like a different kind of annoying where you just like fucking cannot handle this bloke.
Yeah, well, we actually haven't been in a room with him, but
Yeah, not that he's ever met him before.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't know Fergo personally, believe it or not. So I just-
yeah,
I don't
sounds
know.
like we do, but we don't.
Wendell Sale's another good one.
That was a great one.
I
He's
really
a
like that
fucking
one.
machine, and he just loved the booger sugar.
if he wasn't such a fucking prop on the wing,
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because he's a fucking legend and a Reggie, like, and good at what he did as well. Like, one of the best wingers fucking ever.
Dual
exactly.
international, mate.
Exactly. But I think he was just too built. Like, we need the stick.
Well,
Like,
he changed the winger.
yeah.
He was
Exactly,
the
yeah.
first one that was that quick, that strong.
He fucked it
Played
for everyone.
He fucked it for Minto.
Yeah, that's right. Did he push Minto out?
Oh, probably.
Was that at the same time?
Oh,
Bit of
I don't
research
know.
to be put in there.
Yeah, we'll get onto that. So
There you go.
we got our wingers. We got our back three.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm
What
happy.
Three.
What a back three.
Oh,
Fucking oath.
jeez. I don't know how Scotty's going to go with them two, but
Mate, Scotty's there to do a job.
He'll be
oh,
right.
I mean off the field.
Oh,
Well, those are three names, but when you say them, you just think Reggie.
We are going to play a Sledge of the Week.
nice.
That is
Sounds
what we are going to do.
Sounds
Keen to
good.
hear it.
Because what we've done last week, we put the call out. We said, boys, girls, children, whoever listens to us, send in your best Sledge. Voice record it, because then you can deliver it the way that you want to.
Yep.
And we won't fuck it up, because there is nothing worse than someone fucking up your joke.
Yeah, exactly.
So
It's all about the delivery.
the call's been answered, and
Beautiful.
we've got one this week. His name is Brenton Dugan. I think it's Dugan.
Dugsy.
Dugan. Could be Duggan,
Duggan.
but I'd
Or
say
Dugsy.
it's Dugan.
The two G's sort of scream Duggan.
Yeah. It
But
does.
might be Dugan.
Yeah, you're right.
I'd say Duggan.
Sorry, Dugs.
Duggar.
But we'll go with him. Let's hear it.
Ooh, the fucking Reggies. How are you, lads? It's Lickety Split here with a fucking Sledge. So, to put you in the atmosphere of how this Sledge come about, back in the day when I was a fit cunt and I could run, jump, fuck, fight, push a barrel all night and repeat, I was playing the fucking A grade Aussie rules. Anyway, all the Resi boys used to sit at one end of the field after their game and they'd sink piss and yell abuse, and it was fucking great. Anyway, this bloke for the opposition was lining up to kick a goal, and yeah, Resi's just fucking go off tap at him. Next minute, just out of the blue, I hear, "Your mother plays with Lego and your dad eats fucking Play-Doh." Just as he dropped the ball to kick the cunt and he fucking balked and missed it. And the fucking whole group just lost it. And then for the rest of the game it come into a chant. "Your mother plays with Lego, your dad eats Play-Doh." Oh mate, just every time he's down that end of the field, just fucking copped it, eh?
Wow.
It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen or heard. Anyway, legends, peace out. Lickety split.
Oh, lickety. That's fucking awesome, isn't it?
I was like, when I listened to it, I'm like, this is it. That's the one for the week. Because,
Yeah.
you know, when it's just the stupidest thing, but it's funny as fuck.
Who thinks
Well,
Like
because
that.
it doesn't even rhyme. It's not like, but
It
just
does, sort of. Lego and Play-Doh.
yeah. But like I was saying, it doesn't. No, but I mean like rhyme as in. It just doesn't sound like it's a fucking. I don't know. For me,
But you know when you go
it's a
on
bit
like,
disjointed, but it's so good.
you go on a big weekend with the boys, and a few months later, you try and explain to someone why something was so funny.
Yeah, you just had to be there kind
But it
of
was
thing.
like, it was so funny for the weekend, but if you try and explain it, it's stupid. Well,
I know
that was
exactly
funny
what
as
you mean.
fuck.
Yeah.
And I can just imagine them all sitting there just pissing themselves
Oh,
on the
fuck
piss,
yeah.
watching
Yeah.
the footy, man. Like, oh, that was great.
Nothing better than a couple of Reggies getting behind the fucking A graders.
Oh, but that.
Yeah, that's probably his only downfall, is that he said he
It
played
was
A grade,
exactly.
but
I heard that
hey,
and I was like,
we all make mistakes.
exactly.
That's right. You can.
He would have
redeem
learned.
your- Oh, lickety. Sounds
Lickety,
like
that
he
was
fucking,
prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Great work.
I
Lickety.
might flick him a message tonight and tell him to prick his ears because he's got the Sledge of the week.
Yeah.
Tune in, lickety.
Oh, well, that is a beautiful segue into our sports segment, and there is
Absolutely.
a shitload to cover here this week because we had the AFL season start, huge week at NRL. I'll just kick it off by saying, first game of the year in the AFL was a draw. It was a fucking draw.
That fucking game.
And I reckon there's someone at the end of the couch who might be a little bit pissed off.
I'm
about
very
the
pissed
draw.
off. So I had a multi. Yes, I didn't share it with you, but anyway, I think it was about a 7-leg multi. I had goal scorers, disposals, and Carlton 1 to 24. Now, my brother goes for Carlton, my old boy goes for Carlton, and I'm sitting on the couch with my old boy, and I'm a Geelong fan, so I've never donned for another team like I fucking did with Carlton, wanting them to just hold that 6-point lead as every other leg was up. And then Tom Lynch scores a goal, 58 all. And if Richmond had have fucking won, I would have been like, yes, disappointed. But the fact that it was just a draw just fucking drove
Yeah.
me crazy. Woke up first thing, thought of Friday morning was that fucking draw. Rolled out
The
of bed
fact
just
that it's
pissed
like
off.
so rare too.
Yeah.
And the first game of the season they go and have a draw.
Exactly.
Geelong lost, which was great.
Yep.
As
no, it
I'm a
wasn't.
Hawthorn fan, they got, but the Hawks
Yeah, there's no leg to stand on
got
there, Russ.
hammered by Fish Rifles Essendon. Quick story too. A couple of the Essendon boys were bluing in an intra-club game pre-season, so it's not looking good.
No.
Dramas.
down there at Waverley.
It's not looking good for Crows either. There was a couple, I can't remember who it was, but there was a video of them fucking almost blowing at training too. So,
Yeah, look.
Tommy, get them under wraps, mate.
Oh, look, the boys are all good. There was just, I think there was just a bit of dramas down there at the Crows.
Yeah.
But we're fucking going to be knocking back soon. We'll get a big knock.
No, I just
the
wanted
circle.
to quickly cover the AFL before we move into the Bronx. Let's move into the Bronx.
Let's just start with that Saturday
Let's
night.
just quickly move into the Bronx.
Fucking
You can't not talk about them, though. That was just electric.
I'll
that last
just
10
firstly,
minutes.
I'll give credit to Dragons. That first half, I was like, I cannot tell if we're playing shit or if Dragons, they just looked good. Tyrell Sloan looked good. Francis Molo looked good. And then I fucking was saying the whole game, I was like, the last 20 minutes, where the fuck's Payne Haas? Why is he not on? Bang, 10 minutes in. Line break, offload, 22 points, avalanche on
That
the
was
fucking
unreal, wasn't
wooden spooners.
Bro, just quickly, Francis Molo is a fucking beast. Like, I remember going up through the Cyril Connell and Mel Meninga Cup. It's like the Queensland Cup for 16s and 18s.
Yep.
I remember we had a good team with Corey Oates and those sort of lads in it, and I think it was 16s, and we got made it to the semi-finals of it. We were playing North Devils, and I was playing second row and marking Francis Molo.
Oh.
And we run out, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, all right. It's like one of his legs is like my torso. And I'm
He's
just like,
a massive cunt.
go the legs. But, yeah, he's
Actually
a fucking
saw him
weapon, mate.
at the airport on Sunday as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, getting a bit of Carl's Jr.
Did he
Ooh.
did he come up and ask you for your
He
autograph?
did. He's like, oh, Reggie's, mate. How you going? But I don't talk to me fans.
Fuck off, Agro.
Leave me alone right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody in there, boys.
Nah, you're right. That was probably when you were ripping darts and eating pie. Mate.
Yeah, so you
I was
could
before
have been.
the Darton days. I was a dead set A grader back then.
Were you actually?
Wow.
And then I come too.
So you could have been Corey Oates.
Nah.
What are you saying?
Oatsy was donned to play NRL from very early. Like, you know how they sort of pick those blokes, and
You
if
just
they
know.
if they had the shittest carnival ever, dropped 1,000 balls and swore at the ref and got sent off, they'd still get picked.
Yeah.
Like, that was like him.
They didn't even have to play. They were already
Nah,
picked.
he was like growing up, but obviously he's a great winger and stuff.
He is, yeah. They tried him in the second row there for a while, but he's a winger.
He's
He is.
a dead set winger,
Yeah.
but a good one at that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Look,
hell.
I just had to quickly, brush past the Bronx there because it was fucking unreal.
No,
That
for
was
sure, mate.
70 minutes of nervousness, and that last
Yeah.
just Reece Walsh, Ezra Mam, those we got a really good young core. I
Oh,
know we've
man.
said it a million times,
So
but
good.
we can lock them down for a while.
I
and
have
safe
just-
hands.
I don't know. I haven't been. Obviously, I put us in the 8 at the start of the year, but I did say, I was borderline not, and now I'm just looking like a shit heap because that is looking like.
You were looking like a shit heap after round one, mate. You didn't even back them.
Not picking them. Yeah.
Can I just say the Cowboys can fuck off?
Oh yeah.
Hate your
That
words.
was,
I was
mate,
gonna
dead
wait.
set.
I was gonna wait to bath you until.
Oh,
the
mate,
punting segment,
well,
but-
bath me then. I'm just saying, as the games go through, like, who the fuck would have thought the Warriors would have come over? Like,
Yeah.
The bros.
the bros would have just fucking performed in the heat. Like, it just, on paper, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
But there you go.
that's-
Neither does the
that's
whole
good.
exactly this season.
I
what
think
you
I
want.
read something since like 1985 or something. Don't quote me on that. This is like the closest the competition's been.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Cowboys haven't lost to the Warriors in North.
No, I'm not the random stats guy. I'm just, it hasn't been this close of a competition since then, so, which is fucking good, isn't it? Like, that's
Fucking
what you
oath.
want to.
Oh,
Exactly
perfect.
right.
I've been enjoying, like, I throw like a decent amount on like a team just to win when they're underdogs at the moment. If I have a bit of a vibe, like I got up on the milk in the last game that they're like Canberra
Yeah.
for their home game, because I'm like, I just have a feeling they'll win. And the way this year's going, you can't really just go off favourites because they're just fucking teams have beaten teams they wouldn't have last year or the year before. Like, I feel like last year or the year before, you could be nearly 100% confident just going, they will not beat them. But
Yeah.
at the moment, I'm going, that wouldn't surprise me.
It is
Yeah.
still early stages, but
Yeah.
it's fucking, it's great to see. Even, like, it's fucking obscure when Roosters are losing to Dolphins week 1. Melbourne last 2 weeks lost to Bulldogs and Titans.
Yeah.
Like, there's fucking 38 points. Not to mention they got 38 points put on them. Which
Well, I
is
don't think-
fucking...
they would have, not just a Storm, but just an NRL side in general, not going to score 34 points and lose too many times.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
ridiculous,
It was just
eh?
a try fest, but
100%. Can I just say, like, going away from the actual game itself, we're going to go into haircuts for a second here.
Okay.
So, a new haircut creeping into the NRL is the Jake Paul. Has anyone seen it? Do you know how he goes like that short shaved bit that narrows down into the mohawk and then they
yeah.
have a long bit? Now, Matt Burton...
Are we calling it that?
Well,
Jake
well, that's the only thing I can relate it to. Like,
Yeah,
the
when
Jake,
you
I just don't want to give that cunt any airtime.
well, he has a haircut that looks like Jake Paul's.
Yeah, okay.
So sorry,
Lucky those headgear.
But Matt Burton took it off, and I saw it on, and then Sebastian Chris was running a Jake Paul
Just
as well, and I'm
creeping
like, I don't know how I feel about it. And I've got a shout out to the chop on the Knights 14 is absolutely disgusting, and I don't know if I like it. Like I've got a rank mullet at the moment, and my head is rank, but it's almost too shit. Like it's taken the piss shit.
can a chop be
that's-
too shit?
No,
bud?
but because he's got a mullet and it's like a bowl cut at the front.
oh,
It's
yeah,
like a
he's said heaps,
straight
but
bowl
it's
cut
fucked
around and then a mullet, and I'm like,
Cunt, I've been guilty of that before.
What?
Lockdown. Like when
bowling
it first
mullet.
hit, I was like, oh shit, I need a haircut, and my old boy just whipped out the clippers. Come here, mate. Bang. The fucking bowl cut fringe mullet. It was horrible.
holy
It
fuck.
was horrible.
Have you got a photo of that?
I need to find a photo of it somewhere.
Oh, please. That would be...
It is
Because, and I looked at it, and at the start, I'm like,
Yeah.
here's a haircut, and I'm like, that is just fucked. I don't know. Like, I might come around, but at the start, I was a bit like taken back, going, "Wow!" Like, did he?
Not even watching the
that.
game, just looking at his hair.
But I think it's better than Gutho trying to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
cool boy.
But it's
Definitely.
almost the other
Cool
side,
boy.
like,
Yeah.
But anyway, it's all good.
Yeah. I'd take 14 Nights over Gutho.
Yeah. Oh,
in the hair department.
100.
Yes.
Oh, me too. Me too. I just
you,
didn't know how I felt about it when I first
Just
saw
fuck
it.
off, Gutho.
One other thing I wanted to say is if Elliot Whitehead's nickname isn't Pimple, it fucking needs to be.
It's got to be,
Yeah.
surely.
I was thinking of that in the Raiders game. I'm like, surely that cunt gets called Pimple at training.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I had out of the round.
No, is that it? Didn't watch any games.
No,
Well,
no.
Penrith didn't play, so.
Yeah,
boy.
no, I did watch a few games. I got to admit, I didn't get to watch all of them, but I'm fucking keen for this weekend, boys.
Just another big thing in terms of news that week. Johnny Sattler passing away. Just on a serious note. Yeah, it was terrible news. But I think one Reggie thing he had on him is when people bring up the 1970 grand final. The bloke broke his jaw however early on and would just snap it back into place, bang, play the rest of the game, and just fucking trudge through. Probably lost a few teeth in the fucking go of it, but just a fucking...
Tough
yeah,
as fuck.
Exactly, just tough as
Yeah.
nails.
He's like an icon, legend of the game. sort of
Exactly.
thing. So,
When you
yeah,
think of him,
that's
you
good
think
to
he's
say.
just one of those real hard cunts that just...
Yeah.
And he loved his club more than anything. Just played for fucking... Played for
Yeah.
his mates beside him, so... Yeah,
Very sad.
definitely.
Shout out to that legend.
Definitely. Well, we've done a bit of a recap.
On
go
to
into
Yeah,
this
Yes,
maybe
week.
the tipping boys.
Yeah.
And can I just say, I know this doesn't sound right, but whoever's going well on the tipping this year knows fuck all about rugby league.
You're not wrong.
Because, like, how can you analyse these games before it and go, yeah, I reckon that's going to be the outcome?
Yeah.
You can analyse all you want.
Well, it's
I wouldn't
like-
be surprised if I go fucking none from 8 this week.
Yeah.
Like, that's the rate it's
Wouldn't
going.
shock, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's fucking...
It was like, I ended up with 6 last week.
Did you?
How'd you manage
Yeah.
that?
The only 2 I got wrong were Melbourne and fuck, what was the other sure thing? Forgot what that was. But anyway, it was the 2 in the middle there. And yeah, I got 6 from 8. Somehow.
You're sitting high up on the leaderboard, too.
Yeah, but I used that joker. I don't know
Yeah.
how I did that.
The funny thing is, last week I was thinking maybe I should use the Joker this week, and
I'm
I don't know when I'm going to use it because fucks me, I'll go none from 8 when I use it.
Yeah.
You want to use it like, I don't know. Obviously,
Just one week I'll just
when you're
accidentally do it.
super confident 1 week is when you want to use it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I will not be using it anytime soon because
Yeah,
I'm
Me
going.
neither.
I
I'm
can't believe I
wait for it
fucked
to
that up.
settle down a bit and find out who the pretenders are.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Cabs, I got them wrong too.
Oh,
Obviously.
yeah,
yeah, everyone's
Just
fair
the
enough.
bros.
Should we go the round ahead with our tips?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
Happy to do that?
We'll have a yarn about each game
Massive
too.
Righto.
round
Or a
of
couple
42.
of games anyway.
So Thursday night we have the Panthers versus the Eels, Battle of the West at Combank Stadium.
GF rematch as
Yeah,
well.
That's
Yep.
a huge one.
Well, I'm tipping Penrith at home. No, not
Eels
at home.
home. Eels home.
Battle of the West though.
Yep.
Coming off the bye, I am very worried about Para though because they've had 3 close losses and they're definitely not playing badly.
No,
No,
they're not.
Definitely
exactly
not playing
right.
badly. So I'm tipping Penrith, but hey, would not shock me if Para come up and beat them.
I'm going Para 0-4.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Penrith are gonna they'll win. Be another close one, but yeah, Para it'll exactly like you said before. They've come close to every game,
Yeah.
and they're not playing bad.
Must
footy.
be defeating them at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go Penrith as well. I think, like you said, Groper, they're coming off a bye. The boys will be fresh. They had a bit of a taste of reality at the start of the season. It's in like, oi, boys, we got to fucking work a bit harder now.
Exactly.
We don't have so many guns, but I think they are a fucking good side and a good club. And I think that was a good little wake-up call early on.
Yeah.
And they'll pull the finger out and
The
have a
third
go.
round bye, I think, was perfect for them.
But Eels are good against good teams. Like, Eels seem to fucking shit themselves against people that they should definitely win
Yeah.
and beat cunts they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like,
They're due
that's-
for a win too.
Yeah,
but
they
they
are.
got such a fucking hard run. Who they got? They got someone. I think Roosters maybe next week.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
fucking good next week too.
Just really quickly, I was meant to mention this earlier. Speaking of Penrith having the bye, you know how Joey Johns on Channel 9 goes into the rooms of the winning team
Yeah.
on a Thursday or Friday? He goes in and the music's playing and the boys have got beers and he's like, grabs one of the boys and he goes, got the bye this week, mate, so it's tell the missus you'll be home Wednesday.
On you, Joey.
Oh, just perfect. But anyway, let's move on to the
He's a legend.
the early one on for good sniff for halfback.
Oh,
Of the RRLC.
I was just, I
Very
didn't know if
good.
I should say it or
I
not.
was thinking it too.
He is pretty much there.
Just a little sneak peek.
Yeah. Friday night, are we going on the next one?
Yeah.
Friday night, we are Storm versus the Tigers at Amy Park.
Yeah, I'm going Melbourne.
This has got to be one of those ones where you're like,
I reckon a Storm player will dead set get dry-fisted by Bellamy if they lose.
If he hasn't already.
You know what I mean? He would be absolutely steaming out the ears.
Fucking
and
oath.
if they don't come out and absolutely whoop the Tigers, then something's definitely changed at the
And
Storm.
it's the Tigers as well. They should fucking roll them.
I know, but this is where it comes
Exactly
into the
right.
whole.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking.
whole
Last
what
week
it's
we
doing.
said, oh, but it's the Titans. Oh, but it's the Bulldogs, and they've fucking lost 2 on the trot.
All right, well,
so-
is anyone tipping against the Storm?
No,
No.
not at all. No chance.
And we'll talk about it next week. But yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm
Nah.
going the Storm
I can't take that.
for
risk.
obvious reasons.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know. Oh, boys, the next one now. This is definitely fucking game of the round.
Battle of Brisbane.
Battle of Brisbane. 2 undefeated teams for the year. One undefeated for their whole
Ever.
ever. The only NRL team who's undefeated.
They've never lost.
They've never lost. Ever.
It kind of set up like
Yeah.
a better fucking game as
Oh.
well.
Oh,
like
mate.
both Brisbane teams undefeated. Like I said, sold out Suncorp.
Yeah.
Like you're playing for the
The
fucking
first one, too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will
right.
be there.
Yeah,
Just
you
yipping and yahooing.
Probably wearing a fucking Dolphins
Yeah,
jersey.
look,
too,
I think
bro.
I'm literally going to wear a Dolphins jersey just to
I wouldn't put it
really...
past you either.
Well,
Would not
look,
put it past you.
look, being a neutral fucking, I suppose a neutral supporter of that, I've always sort of given me mates shit going to the Broncos and that sort of thing. And being a new team and that, I'm like, why? I reckon I'll be able to chuck it on and just get right into the fucking game a bit more.
Yeah,
if I do it
I
and
get
just
what you mean.
enjoy the atmosphere a bit. Like if I was just sitting there going, I don't really care. I'm like, it wouldn't be as good to watch.
Oh,
I don't
you'll
think
definitely care, but
So,
I'm going to send a photo to bloody Ivan Cleary.
yeah, Yeah.
You won't be happy with you, Tommy.
That's right. He'd hate me at Origin time. I'd just fucking pepper
Pepper
my
his
whole
son.
team. I wish not as many of them were in the New South Wales team. It's hard at Origin time. Fucking let me tell you. But that game, man, yeah.
So
it's
you're
fucking-
tipping Dolphins?
Mate, I reckon, look, I'm going to tip the Dolphins pretty much to give you shit. I think the Broncos should win. In saying that, fuck me. The Dolphins beat the Roosters. Like, they're missing Kafusi this week.
That's a big loss,
I think
too.
they're missing someone else. Apparently, Katoa was in doubt in the halves. He's been named. So, obviously there's a couple out, but fuck me, man. That sort of atmosphere at that game, undefeated, Clint Eastwood steering the ship. Anything could happen. I'm going Dolphins 1-12.
Rightio. Well, yeah. I'm back in Brisbane, as you could expect. Gropo, what about yourself?
What? Yeah.
He's just eyeballing you
eye
as
fucking me.
Broncos?
Obviously, I'm back in the Bronx.
Oh, is it
But
obvious?
No,
Yeah.
not very obvious, is it?
Just a huge game. I think we've
Oh.
covered that. I know I've just got this stupid feeling that Bennett is just going to master coach his way into some
Bro.
stupid victory.
Just fucking quickly, it's weird, but I remember I had a fucking dream the other night, in my sleep dream, that fucking Dolphins won the grand final, cunt.
What?
And in
Yeah.
your
Put
sleep
money-
one.
Well, I wasn't. I don't want people to go, he's sitting there having a fucking dream about Dolphins winning like a fucking. I'm manifesting it or some shit. I just had to clarify.
Oh, yeah, I get
No,
you.
no.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my sleep dream.
But you saw him, you've had
Yes.
a... Wow.
Dolphins won, and fucking I've said to myself, well, Wayne Bennett cemented himself as the greatest of all time. But fuck, I hope I'm wrong, obviously.
Let
think I
me
need
put
to
this into perspective, right? We're
money on
talking
that.
we're talking about Clint Eastwood, aren't we?
Yep,
Exactly.
we are.
What era is Clint Eastwood from?
The Reggie
Is
era.
it the cowboy sort of era? Does he ride horses around, baby? Is a Bronco a horse? Is he gonna whip you cunts fucking down the straight? Just
I
break
hope
yous
not.
in?
Yeah.
Is he?
I think I hate the Dolphins more than New South Wales.
Oh,
at the
true.
moment.
Because they're starting to call your home home.
That's right.
Exactly
They
right.
just
Can
come
you
in.
if they beat Brisbane, they're not going to let us hear the fucking end of it.
I'm actually keen to see what Caxton Street's like. I'm going to eat lunch on Caxton Street, and I'm going to just soak in the fucking feeling, and I'll be able to report next week
Please.
on
Oh,
what
yeah.
the rivalry's like, because I'll be wearing a Dolphins jersey, so I'll get King It for content.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I'll fucking do it.
I'll fucking do it.
Makes a
I'll do it.
sacrifice. Fuck me.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting. I'm keen to see what it's
Yeah.
like, if it's like a bitter rival thing, or it's like, oh, good work, boys, you're going well. I doubt it.
The Landers and the NRL would just be going, we are legendary. for
Yeah.
what they've
Fucking
done.
oath, yeah.
Let's bring the Dolphins in. They haven't lost. We're going to sell Suncorp out in round 3.
Oh
Yeah,
Wait,
like-
but after me included and everyone just shat all over the Dolphins, saying, "Oh fucking shit, they
Yeah,
haven't
everyone
got a
counted 'em out,
marquee."
yeah.
Rah, rah, rah."
Bennett, man. Fucking Bennett.
Cannot count them out.
And good heads there, as in the people that they've picked in experienced roles. But anyway, fucking pumped for that.
Fucking
So we're
oath.
going 2 Broncos and Dolphins
I'd
for that
hate
one.
to be going.
Yeah, it'd suck.
I'm pumped. So Saturday, boys, we're kicking off with Cowboys versus Titans at Queensland Country Bank.
Straight up, they're not losing 2 in a row in the sun.
Oh.
Surely.
Well, that's what we've said.
After Titans just fucking beat
Yeah.
Melbourne last week. It's such a weird one to tip that, because I've just watched them shit all over me in multiple ways. And then watch Titans do things they shouldn't have. But I'm going to stick with the Cowboys and just think that hopefully
Yeah.
common sense prevails here.
I've gone Cows as well, but I'm not going to lie. When I was picking my tips, that was the hardest game for some reason. Was the hardest game for me to pick is fucking, I don't know. I was at the game. Like I said last episode, I was going to the game. I was at the game on that Saturday, and fucking Titans, sloppy defense from both teams, but they looked fucking pretty good.
In
Put it
attack,
this,
yeah.
Yeah,
put it this
exactly
way:
right.
if the Titans are paying crazy odds to win, I'd chuck some money on it.
Yeah.
because it would not surprise me one tiny bit if the Titans
Yeah.
won.
Khan Pereira is he is good. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
but he's hit and miss, hot and cold.
Exactly.
Jesus
So is half
Christ.
of the fucking Gold Coast team.
Yeah.
David Fafita, if
Yeah.
you get a good game out of him, you can beat almost any team in the comp. Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went Cowboys, but that was my toughest pick.
Yeah,
me
it
too.
was. How
Put it
good's
this
the
way, if-
double Queensland derby?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
great.
right.
The double.
Look, put it this way: if I was at the end of the year and I needed to make up ground in the tipping comp, that's the sort of thing that I'd tip the Titans for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
there you go, a bit of Reggie insight for you.
Yeah, a bit of make up ground. It's normally where you just go even worse.
That's what you're looking like going to have to be doing too.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for that. Then we move to Rabbitohs versus Seagulls at Accor Stadium, which I believe is the Rabbitohs' home ground.
It is.
Yeah.
This was my hardest one because, Rabbits have lost 2 on the bounce against the Chooks, who you guys picked as your minor premiers,
Yeah.
and the defending premiers. That's their last 2 losses. So I'm like, they're a good side. Manly on fire. Turbo's fit.
Yeah.
I'm going Manly. Until
Nice.
Manly let me down,
Yep.
which they haven't.
No,
Obviously,
that's-
they had the bye in there, but until they let me down, I'm going to stick with them.
Yeah, that is a tough one as well. But I've backed bunnies.
You have
Yeah.
every week.
Oh yeah, I know. I just fucking there. I can't. I don't know. It is a really tough one.
This
Manly did look good, but fucking Turbo does his hamstring 5
Oh,
minutes
yeah.
in, bang, game's
Exactly.
done. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my hardest one too, Groper, and I reckon I'm going Rabbitohs, but with zero confidence. The only thing that made me go Rabbitohs actually was because it's at their home ground.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they'll get 4,000 fans.
Even though
there
that doesn't
anyway.
really change the game, that was the only thing. I'm like, fuck, I'm literally drawn in the middle here, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
well, they're at home.
It'll be
Go
a
to
cracker,
home.
but for
Should
sure.
be, yeah. Saturday night,
Saturday
prime
night.
time.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Hopefully. All right.
Who we got next?
We have Warriors versus Bulldogs. One that
Now.
really fires me up.
Was also another toughie, though.
That's why punting was
Yeah.
invented
So I went. Hang on, what did I go?
at
here?
Mount Smart.
I know it's
in
at Mount
your-
Smart,
yeah.
and that's what that's why I've gone the Warriors. I didn't put it in bold. My eyes couldn't see. Warriors going north, got it done, and the Dogs are due for a shit one. That's what I've gone.
Yeah,
with.
they could barely fucking beat Tigers.
Yeah, but they did play well for
They
60
did.
minutes.
Yeah.
I've gone the opposite here. I've thought people have played into the Mount Smart thing a bit too much.
Yeah.
And I've gone Bulldogs thinking that was a bit of a one-off last week for the Warriors and that the Bulldogs played a shit first game and now they're starting to find their feet.
Yeah, righto.
That's what I'm playing into. I'm going
It's
the
a fair
Dogs.
call.
Yep,
But
right.
I've backed Warriors.
Yep.
Same, just home ground advantage.
Sure.
They haven't been playing it. They haven't been playing at home much in the last
No,
couple
we've
of
pretty
years,
much
but yeah.
literally just said the exact opposite. Me and Tom have.
Yeah.
Because I've said Dogs are due for a shit one, and you've said the Warriors have just had a one-off.
Yeah.
well, we'll see who's right, I suppose, won't we? That's the best part.
Yeah.
Be fucking boring if we're all the same. Sunday. Oh, this is a stinker. Knights versus Raiders. Woo! At McDonald Jones Stadium
So
down at
it's in Newey.
Yep. Down in Newey.
Man, I'm not backing the Knights. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Nah, me
I'll back
neither.
them.
I can't. I
do
can't.
it.
I went the Raiders too.
I would
Up the
like
mill.
to, but
Unanimously, Raiders.
I actually had fucking injuries here for the Knights. I had a list of them.
Oh,
because
yeah,
their
they're-
injury list is fucked, man. Both Saifidis, Ponga.
Is Brayley still out? Or is he back? Because he was out last week. I remember just thinking, fucking hell. They just
I could get it,
drilled.
but it'll take me too long.
That's all right.
Even
I
a
think we're all going
full-strength Knights
Raiders.
team is still not that good.
I think we're all
But
going
when you look
Raiders.
at them injuries, you're like, fuck me, that'd be an all right side. But they had them all in round one, didn't they?
Yeah,
So,
exactly right.
Yeah, the
So
milk.
all the milk.
Yeah, the milk.
And to finish things off, we got Dragons Sharks at Nastrata Jubilee
The
Stadium,
Shire
which is
Derby.
at the
It is.
Dragons,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Dragons? Yeah.
But it's a bit of a derby there. Nicholas Hines is back.
He's back.
And yeah.
He's been named, and that is the only reason that I'm picking Cronulla.
Well,
Really?
I haven't picked the Sharks at once yet.
Yeah.
And like obviously I'm just killing it, but I'm going to pick them this week. So and like you said, Nico being back, I think it'll just suit the
Yeah.
team well. That bloke is just a fucking competitor wherever he goes. I love
100%.
him, man, as a player. Like
Yeah.
I just
The
think
Dragons are like, they did have that stinker. In
Yeah.
that, but it was only 10 minutes, man, like we said.
Exactly right.
10
And-
minutes against the Broncos, and that's where it all went wrong for them. But
And the way they played against
Yeah.
Titans too, like they actually it wasn't just, Titans. It's proved Titans could beat Storm.
That's right.
And the Cunts come out and they
Who
beat
knows
Titans.
what's going
That's what I
on?
mean. I'm just going to be fucking
It'd be
chasing
nice
my
if
own tail
Dragons
here.
just got flogged every week so we had a tit
Yeah.
that we could all just fucking get right.
Exactly. Yeah, I've
would
gone
be good.
Sharkies.
So all Sharks?
Just being a completely neutral fan, for some reason, that Shire Derby, Sunday afternoon,
Yeah.
Jubilees, it just like epitomises Sunday hour footy for
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
I love it, eh?
Whenever
Yeah,
they
me
have,
too. Sunday afternoon is great.
whenever they have like Belmore on a Sunday half,
Yeah, those like
Leichhardt on a
regional
Sunday half.
Sydney
Which-
stadiums are
which-
fucking prime for Sunday hour footy.
Which why a couple of things have shit me about what the Dolphins have done. One, calling themselves the Dolphins was annoying. But two, it's their home game this weekend. So I know money-wise they have sold out Suncorp and it'll be a great atmosphere. But imagine if a packed Redcliffe Oval, like just to the fucking brim like a sardine tin and more red than maroon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
agree
just
with
really
you.
love I just really love the fucking feel of those sort of
I
stadiums.
100% agree, but there was no way that battle will ever be
Yeah.
won because that battle's been getting fought in the AFL for years. As soon as Geelong have to
Don't
play,
even get me fucking started.
every time Geelong have to play a big Melbourne team, they don't get to play their home game at Cardinia Park in Geelong. They have to play at the MCG because they're going to sell 50,000 more tickets.
And geographically, Geelong is a whole hour
Yeah.
out of Melbourne. It's not like, it's literally just money-wise, we're going to get an extra, 50, 60,000.
So that'll never be won.
They should get the fans to chip in for the fucking for the extra one day and just put the ticket price as high as fuck at that home ground.
Right.
Everyone
It's
go and
fuck.
watch.
Like, Geelong finished first last year. Collingwood finished fourth. One of the biggest clubs in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And they played at the G, which is...
The qualifying final was at the MCG.
Yeah, exactly.
so-
Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. And it'll be great this weekend. I'm going and I'm pumped that it's there because of the atmosphere that it's going to be. But I'm just thinking, like, as a team, you'd rather run out where you train. Like,
Yeah,
as in,
oh,
that's your
100%.
fucking
oath,
home.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no cunts beating us at home.
Yeah.
Where you can't really say this is home on Suncorp. It's
No.
fucking Broncos.
I don't mind what they do, because they'll play most games in Moreton Bay, and I don't mind, the occasional one at Suncorp. If they're going to
Yeah.
get a big crowd.
They're
but,
always
yeah.
going to play that one.
There.
If they have a home game against Brisbane, it's always going to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
it
definitely see what
fucking-
you're saying.
It works in Broncos' favour.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Exactly right.
Big fucking Clint Eastwood's going to fuck us over.
He'll be,
Oh,
he'll be
yeah.
riding the donkeys.
Yeah. And we won't see any emotion out of him.
No, we won't.
Well, anyway, that's the boys' tips. Look, I was going to do a little recap on the UFC, a little bit of a little cricket recap, but
Yeah.
I think we're going to move on because you need to be very, very, very careful these days in the footy, cricket, or any field for that matter, because the Reggies will call you out for being a squeezer.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, we will.
And we do that on our weekly segment, and it's called the Squeeze of the Week.
100%.
Brought
Before
to
we...
you-
Oh, go. Sorry, go.
It's brought to you by the Standard Squeeze. Would you like me to stop? Or?
No. I just wanted to run people through my personal routine before I watch a game, which involved the squeeze. And I thought
Okay.
it might come before the squeeze of the
Oh, we
week.
can definitely just do a little
Yeah.
duet here. We can do a little
back and
duet.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone needs a Standard Squeeze. Every Reggie needs one in their kit bag. They're made
Absolutely.
from that durable plastic, which doesn't break like that fucking glass.
Glass
And
shit.
you only need one hand to pour. Am I right? I don't know. Maybe you could elaborate there.
No, mate.
You only
Wonderful.
need one hand to pour, whether it's 30 mil, 60 mil, even an XL 100 mil shot, which they have on their website. All available at thestandardsqueeze.com.au. Go check them out there or Instagram at the Standard Squeeze
And use code Reggie15.
for a 15% discount.
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Jace.
Beautiful.
Fucking oath. Boys, before, like, the routine before a game of footy for me, I got the big Yeti cup. The only problem with that thing, it's insulated as fuck and it's great for a big rum, but you can't see through it, so you don't know what you're pouring. With the squeeze, you just rock up out there, I'll give her a double fucking squeeze, double nip,
Bang.
pour her in, I know what I'm getting, top her up, and fucking you beauty, 2-stroke and Coke. Happy
Before-
days,
No
mate.
better way to do it.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, before
look,
any game.
You know, it's
Tuesday,
part,
Monday,
It's part of the
who gives a
job,
fuck?
boys. I just got to fucking, content.
Nah, look, go
So-
check them out. They're great. We love what they're doing.
Yep.
And they're supporting us, so go and support them.
Absolutely.
Reggie 15.
So,
That's the one.
Without further ado, do we have a squeeze of the week brought to you by the Standard Squeeze?
I've got one in mind, and it's I don't know if I should do Felice Kafusi or the NRL judiciary. He's
Oh.
gone in to get his fucking suspension dropped, and he's gone and got a week added to the cunt. So I don't know who's to blame there, but I'm going to say the judiciary for that one.
Well, it's not really Felice, is it? It's the fucking lawyers.
Yeah.
Clint was
Someone's
I'm-
doing something
I'm
wrong.
pretty sure Clint was not happy about Felice's actions either
Yeah.
in that game. And
look.
to be honest, it's sort of it sucks because it would have been great to have two full strength sides this weekend for that game.
And I'd argue that he's been their best player.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
man, Clint's got to be careful there because it'd be a fine line that he's towing because he's come back like rejuvenated here.
yeah.
Like I know he played good footy, but
Yeah.
he's come.
He looks like a different player,
man, honestly. So
Yeah.
that's a fine line because his aggression's been right up there.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
think
oath.
the fucking cheese is still looking for ribs.
He's still got his dolphin torch with a rope attached to it.
We'll just give that one another go.
Just rinse that joke out.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been so aggressive and he's towing the line. So yeah, I don't know. Let him go, I reckon.
I hope that he carries that into Origin this year.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because I'd love
Hope
him
he
at
gets
second
picked.
row with that aggression.
Yeah.
Oh, cunt. How do you not pick him if he
the
continues
moment,
that
yeah.
form?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually thought that you were going to pick the, I don't even know what player it was from Carlton. Who
Oh, Akers. Yeah, well, if he had caught that mark on the 50 with like 10 seconds left and he's
Yeah.
got a big boot on him, he could have kicked. So that is a good
It was
shout.
literally, the bounce has gone up. Carlton have got the clearance. There was not a player within 15 metres of this cunt. And he's obviously had a look before he's actually got it in his hands, dropped it. There was a bit of fucking around and the siren went.
Surely it has to be that bloke because
It's
there was a
gotta be
decent blow up on the WhatsApp group between you two there.
Yeah.
While
there was.
while Groper and I were whipping my multi home that come off, Jace was just shitting all over it mid chat.
Oh, almost fucking ripped his shirt off running around the house.
The tip I gave them and we were whipping home, Jace was just interrupting with the slip
Sorry,
that he
guys.
didn't tip us with.
Yeah. Oh, that was that funny. Tom's given us a tip before the game. Not the Cowboys one, obviously.
No.
For the Manly and
I've-
Para game.
Manly
clarify.
Para game. I've put it on. Tom's put it on. Jace didn't reply. And then while there's about 5 minutes to go in the Manly Para game, we're almost there. We've done it. And Jace just posts his slip of the Carlton Richmond game that is so close to getting there.
Oh, yeah.
And then the only thing that he missed was Carlton won to 39,
And you know
wasn't it?
what? They fucking paid out people who did head to head, but I did 1 to
Yeah.
24.
I think
So
that
I
was
didn't get the
punting
fucking-
Juju.
Yeah, I
Yeah. So we
deserve
ripped
that.
on him for sending a slip, not a tip.
Hmm.
And then it was just funny as fuck that the only leg that failed was the one team to win, and the other team didn't even win.
Yeah.
It was a draw.
That's right. That just would have stung, eh?
It's
So-
got to be Akers.
Yeah, we going with
Surely.
Akers.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
He
happy
would
that,
have lost
boys.
sleep over that, surely.
Fucking yeah, that would have been playing in his mind.
And that that
you're a
probably
squeeze.
that probably fucking moves on perfectly to the old punting segment.
Oh, it
Groper.
does. Look, not our best week on the punt, boys. I'm not going to
No.
fucking lie.
Wasn't.
However, the signs are there, aren't they? I'm just going to run through a bit here. We had Shinzo win the slipper, which was tipped by Jace the week before.
yeah.
And it
so
won.
that technically counts.
Well, it won the week before as well.
Yeah, exactly.
How the fuck we didn't tip it in the slipper? That was a
I think it was the
dominating
odds
win.
that kind of threw me off. I was like, nah, it's paying too much.
That's why we should just look at fields, not odds.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shinzo won the slipper. Cylinder runs second. You
Yeah.
tipped that 2 weeks before.
I did.
So
yeah.
you've Quinella'd the slipper, but not on the day.
Yeah, exactly right.
Pedro's late selection run third.
Which
King's
got him a
Gambit,
place.
which
Yes.
got him a place. He's in the money.
Exactly.
He didn't just lose this week.
He's finally
And
got
Don
some money.
Corleone run fourth. All of which, we've tipped either on the day. I did tip Don Corleone that day or in the past. So, look, the signs are there. And, look, I must confess, I did have a first four on that race
Did ya?
with Shinzo, Cylinder, King's Gambit, Don Corleone, and Steel City. I had
Oh.
5 in it, first four. I had like $10 on it and I got 8% and it paid $4,000. So I got about $330 or something off of 10. But I was pissed. It's the
yeah.
only time that I've ever won $300 and something and been annoyed because I was like,
Thinking that it's going to
how
just
the
blow
fuck
up.
did that not pay
Yeah.
10 grand? You know,
Yeah.
like everyone's putting money on the slipper. And how it
Exactly.
works is it goes off of how much money's in the pool divided by how many people got it.
Yeah.
How's there not fucking?
Yeah, you think
know
it'd
what
be,
I mean? Like, oh,
you think
anyway,
it'd be cleaning up, eh?
anyway.
Sure.
Anyway, it's still good off $10.
It
bro.
was good.
Exactly right.
Tommy, we've touched on it. Your multi was an absolute shocker of a call, but I am going to say, I'm going to give you a pat on the back and say you have been on one of the hottest streaks of tipping. I know it's eating you up inside that everyone thinks you are useless on the show, but you've actually been cleaning up.
Yeah,
On
well,
the same game multis, you have been cleaning up.
Fuck you.
I actually give the boys like a full like similar to the
Oh,
run I give all of you guys on the show, and you's all just got shat all over. I give them a similar rundown for the Eels fucking for the Para Manly game, and
Yeah.
literally drilled it.
Yeah.
The
And
Dolphins
then,
Knights game, he gave a big spiel too. I was like, holy.
and
I
then
think-
pulled off like a $18 one for the Rabbits game.
I think that one, the one where I knew that you were just on, was when you sent the 3-leg anytime try scorer. So no winners, no nothing, just 3 anytimes, and he got it before half time.
Yeah, Colin Matangi to score because he was running against Luke Keary, who couldn't tackle my little sister. And then the 2 wingers, because they're 2 good teams that attack,
Yeah.
and went fucking Tupu and Johnson to score all before half time.
When they put
Sometimes
that
you just
crossfield
win.
kick for Tupu, and he just fucking soared through the air. I was just at the pub eating me palmy. I'm like, this cunt.
Yeah, but anyway, that's not what, like, I'm not going to sit here
No.
and fucking boast about that, because I'd rather put it to you guys and then it come off. That's the whole idea of the show,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
But and
Exactly.
that brings me to a point I just wanted to say. Heaps of people are posting in the RRLC. Like, boys, I get it. When you have a good win, you want to show your mates and carry on, but I don't want to fucking see you slip if you didn't tip us first.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's why, like, I've started to tip even these boys in the chat, and then you can say, like, yeah, good shit. But I think so that we can all get involved, we want to try and involve you guys in, like, a punter of the week segment sort of thing. So what we're thinking about doing is putting a post up, like on a Thursday or something, regarding, like, punting. Oh, mate, with the sword, like, brace yourselves. Heaps of shit tips are incoming. And you can put all your tips in the comment thread of that, so it all stays there. And that way you can have a carry on if your tip comes off, because everyone's had a chance to get on it.
That's right. I think that's a
Absolutely.
great idea, because then we don't have the RRLC feed of just winning slips
Yeah.
that no one knew about.
Yeah, exactly
right.
You know?
right.
And it look, it's great. You're winning. You're having a punt. We love
Yeah.
it. We love it.
Just
Just
Yeah,
let
for
us
sure.
know first.
Either let us know or fucking win quietly.
Yeah, exactly. But put us in there, give everyone a chance, and I reckon the best win of the week, we'll give you a shout out on the show and be
Yeah.
like, how was fucking old Joe Dirt pulling off a $41 multi on the fucking ping pong?
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Hot dog eating
yeah,
contest.
But, you know, like, I just think that'd be a cool thing to say, how the fuck did he tip this? You
Yeah,
know?
fucking oath.
So we'll do that. We'll start that this week and fucking see how we go to involve you guys. We'll just keep it a bit neater.
Sounds
Nah,
good.
Love it. Great idea. Now, every week we tip an all in.
Ooh,
Yes,
we go. We go all in.
Fucking oath.
Now, what that is we started with $500. We got to 800, and then someone went and lost it. Now, I've got us back on course with Pericles. That was one of the easiest watches I'll ever fucking see.
That was a very
He
easy
literally
run.
hit the turn, and it was a 2-horse race. He ended up running second. He should've-
Yeah.
But third was literally 10 lengths behind.
You had no doubt that it wasn't placing.
Absolutely no doubt, unless the horse died or something. So that was great. We've got 625 to load this week. Jace, where are we going?
We are heading to Flemington, race 6, number 8, what you need.
Oh,
So it's coming off the back of 2 very impressive wins out of its first 2 races at Geelong and Flemington at the 1100 metres. And he's going for the treble once again at the same distance.
bet of the year.
So its first win at Geelong was on the soft track, and the second win at Melbourne was on a good track, which is perfect as it is good conditions coming Saturday. The jockey is Ben Melham, has rated both times for its wins, and this bloke knows how to get the Bay Colt home.
That was who rode Tom's fucking pick when
There's
it
that
lost.
little dog fucker. Apparently they caught him out the back of the Greyhound box fucking dogs. Allegedly.
Benny Mellum. Oh, nah. Honestly, Jace, that is fucking such a good bet.
I've still got a bit more of a spiel here.
Oh, keep going, please.
This competition here isn't anything special either, so I think he'll do all right in this field. The only horse that looks good is Benedetta, but I think...
Benedetta.
Yeah, Benedetta, sorry. And what you need is going to show it up here.
Yep.
So it's jumping out of Barrier 17. Barrier 17, I think he'll be one of
Down the straight.
leaders most of the race, and he'll just fucking burn them, complete the hat trick. He's paying $2.60 at the moment to win, but as history shows what we've done, we're backing it for the place at $1.35.
I love it.
That's race 6, Flemington at 2:40
Honestly,
Saturday.
man,
I'll be happy with that.
What
That
you
is
need.
Such a good bet. It's a big field. That's
It
probably the
is.
only worry. But
But that's why I chose it.
when
honestly.
yeah, that's probably what gets its odds up.
I
a
don't
little
want
bit
any
for
fucking
us.
scratchings or anything. Like too many scratching. No, this race is all right for scratchings, but any of the
Yeah.
other races I was looking at, I was like, not enough.
Honestly, that thing's last start. So, a couple of weeks ago, it was one of the ones you were looking at, Tom, and you said, I can't back it because it hasn't had enough starts.
Yeah.
And it come out down the straight at Flem, and it was just...
It fucking burnt
Man,
him, man.
at the 300, it just went, see yous later.
Yeah, right.
I will not be losing today. And
I suppose
doing the
watching,
same.
like, because I'm a very casual horse punter. Like, I'm the first one to fucking admit that. And the footy season being like it is fucked me over with the all-in thing, because I had all plans to just know my shit by now with the footy and go on that. But with the horses, like, if I watched it every weekend and know, like, that horse, and watched it, and you can have confidence in it, but when you're just looking at its record and it's had, like, 2 or 3 runs, I'm like, ugh, can you bet all that on that? But fucking oath.
That's what
Man, I
I've done.
love it. Honestly, if I had it this week, I would have went that. That is a great bet.
Well, there you go.
We're in agreement there.
Bart Cummings agrees.
Fuck off. Is that because of me brows?
No, just because you're a fucking legend on the pump.
They are furry. No, I love that.
Yeah,
I
good
might
shit,
even put
brother.
that on now. No, I'll do it after. But we
Might
did
be a
get
bit busy at the moment, mate.
yeah. Well, we got fucked last week because I didn't put it on till the next day, and it went from $1.40 to $1.25 real quick.
Oh, fuck.
We should have had 700 for you, but anyway.
That's
it's all
all
right.
Hoping we can pull through for the punters this week, because apart from Pedro's, like
Each
obviously the
way bet,
all-in,
yeah.
but apart from Pedro's late one,
Yeah.
we sort of let him down. So I'm hopefully we can fucking bring it back.
Yeah, we will. We will.
For sure.
I have
I've got a
confidence.
great tip.
100% confidence.
I've got a great tip coming up, but first we let the old boys. We give them $40 every week, and that's bit us on the arse so far. But we give them 40, and we say do whatever you want with it. Keto's Collector. I've literally just got a note here that says keto must lift.
Oh,
Is it? Oh, he's the only old boy who hasn't even got
Not a
place
collect.
yet.
Not a win under
Oh
his belt,
no!
yeah.
Has not had a collect.
He'd
And
be stinging.
the inside word, I just forwarded his message straight on to Quinn, but he's told me he's gone something at 50 to 1.
oh.
So
The more he loses,
Oi.
the bigger he goes.
little fucking spoiler alert there. I don't know what it is, but we may as well just burn the 40, eh?
Keto, it's a long season, bro.
Oh,
You
he's hurting. Well, first off, he said, I'm letting the missus pick this week. And then he's come back and nah.
mate.
Yeah, if they don't start winning, we have to
I
make it the
reckon
old
Keto,
girls.
like, I reckon he'll hit a streak. Like,
Oh,
you
he
never
will.
know. He'll hit a
Come out
couple
of
in a
nowhere.
row, and then he'll be up and about. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear what the boys have to say.
Reginald's, here we are again. Every coach likes to see consistency, but not in this punting game, I guess. Especially the way I going. 4 losses in a row, and not just losing, getting totally belted. But anyways, we're into week 5, and I'm still here, and we're going to have a look at something in Melbourne this week. Anyways, punters, Reggies. I'm going to go with an old favourite, probably the last winner I had almost 12 months ago to the day. I landed this horse third up from a spell last year at this time. That the juicy odds of $31. On Saturday, this 4-year-old mare is having only her 12th career start and is in the hands of the great Flemington specialist trainer, Danny O'Brien. I speak of Melbourne Race 7, horse 13, El Patronus, in the Australian Cup.
He's going to the big
Currently
races.
paying $51. That's right, guys.
He didn't lie.
$51. Now, I know Groper loves to go on the biggest race of the day, and I'm thinking I'll have a box that I beat him home if he does go that way.
Hey.
Anyway, I'd love to see some rain, turn it into a heavy track, because this horse has the right credentials to give the major race of the day a big shake, even if it is on dry ground, but I'd love it to be on the wet. Keto's Collectors this week's going to have 15 each way. That's right, I'm going to split the bet. 15 each way on El Patronus. We're going to have a box trifecta. 1, 2, 6, 9, 11, 13 for $10. That's right, 8.33% of the dividend. If the patroness can salute, this will pay $10,000 minimum. Let me tell you. Anyway, guys, until next week, happy punting and good advice. Don't follow me until I get onto a good red hot run.
Good stuff.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Oh, I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
have to
you
go-
what, even though he hasn't got a winner yet, I feel like instantly betting whatever he says.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he's
lost every race, but I still trust it.
I'm like, you know what? This bloke knows his shit. Like, when he finishes, I'm like, oh, where's the betting at?
Literally.
But, do you know what? When I was looking at my multi, I had a look at the Sydney. Is it at Sydney, sorry, that race?
No,
No,
Melbourne.
Australia
sorry.
Cup's at Melbourne.
Well,
and
I'll just go and
Flemington.
fuck myself.
Okay. That sounds
do
good.
better.
To do with the
Next
weather,
time.
because I looked at Sydney weather and it looked like there's a possible rain on Saturday, so I'm thinking it might have gone in with it. But that means there's rain down south, down like Dad kissing way, so maybe it's fucking.
Might go down there.
Who knows?
I
I
think
hope
they're
not.
not predicting it, but yeah,
Okay.
I also hope not.
Yep.
What
Righto.
are we on to next?
G'day, Reggies. Pedro's pick of the week is back. Struggled last week. My fucking horse got scratched, so that was great to wake up to Saturday morning. But my backup horse, I think Big Red Man put it on for me. I got a place, so
King's
we're
gonna
off
bet.
and running.
Did.
Jesus, shit, it's hard to give you one of my wins over the weekend and try and all the planets align. But I'm going back to the NRL this week, lads. I had a couple of good wins on the weekend, some try scorers, so we're going back. Friday night, the big local derby. How weird it is saying fucking Dolphins home game at Suncorp. That just shits me. But we're going to go there. We're going to go for the big game. I got same game multi, 3 try scorers. That's it. 3 try scorers. Had a couple of good wins on the weekend has gone, so I'm going to keep it rolling. Reece Walsh, anytime. Ezra Mam, anytime. One of my favourite players. And I'm going to throw Cody Nicarima to score as well for the Dolphins. That little man is going to clean walk through Flegler's legs under the 6, I'm sure of it. We struggle up the middle a bit against the Dragons that first half, and yeah, Cody's just that. He's going to be darting in around the ruck. I think he's going to score under the stick. So there's my 3 boys: Nicarima, Walsh, Ezra Mam. Get on it, boys. I got it at about $36.
Wow.
So whack it on. Cheers, lads.
That would be all Nicarima too, getting those odds
Oh
up.
yeah, 100%. But
'Cause
that's not
Reece
a bad.
Walsh and Ezra have been scoring every fucking week.
But that's a very good bet, and I've been
Yeah.
starting to do a couple
don't
of
mind
those
that.
myself of just anytime try scorers without like a margin or without a without a winning team or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it just allows you to hope that because
Yeah.
the games have been so high scoring,
Yep.
a lot of people are scoring tries, and the fucking markets are still high for those try scorers. So I'm with you, Pedro. I reckon that's a fucking good shout.
Yeah,
mate.
you don't have to worry about if you got a team head to head or the line or the margin they're winning by. Like I said, it's just watch and just hope for some cunts to get over the line.
Yeah.
It's good.
I like it.
Yep.
Righto.
G'day boys, punters, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. Bit unlucky last week, but let's hope we can get some bickies this week. Rose Hill, race 5, horse 1, we own a smart one. It's resuming, it's won 5 from 6 fresh. Jockey is Ryan Maloney, it's a 6-year-old bay gelding. Paying $9 a win, $3 a place, And most importantly, it's a Queenslander.
You.
Jump on it, see how you go. Just another little quick one. If you got a couple of bucks hanging around, Flemington race 7, horse 9, right you are.
Ooh.
6 on the bounce, paying
Another
about
one.
$7.50.
Yeah, that right you are has won 5 in a row, picket fence, and it's running the Australia Cup. Oh, Jesus. We've all had a crack at the Australia Cup. I got a tip coming up for that race too.
Yeah, nice.
Keto's
So do
on
I,
it.
actually.
Oh, well, we'll do
There
what
we
I
go,
did
there.
last week and I'll hit a first 4 again, maybe.
Yeah.
There's the old boys anyway.
No, that was good. I've written all
Lovely.
them down. We'll post them like we do on the Friday night.
Yep.
Put our tips. We'll put the all-in up. We'll put the old boys up.
I think Pedro's is on Friday night, so we might even do it a bit earlier.
Yep. We
Yeah.
might even do
Yeah.
it Friday.
Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
Righto. That sounds bloody good. Now, we always like to have a bet too.
Oh, I love having a bet.
I
The
do
all-in
too.
doesn't count, like you
Nah,
said.
the all-in doesn't count, like I said last week.
You're just playing it safe.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a bit more risky.
I'm going to have a punt, and I just sort of alluded to it. I'm going to go to
Go
the
big.
Australia Cup. Biggest race of the day. Once again, I just go there. I don't fuck around. So, now I'm going to back non-conformist. Flemington race 7, by the way. I think it's horse 4, non-conformist. Around $9, $3 a place in the early markets. It's out of barrier 14, but that's not an issue. It's not down the straight or anything, but it's not an issue because it does get back anyway. 2,000 metres. He come back and absolutely murdered him over 1,600 at Flemington in the Blamey. It was a couple of weeks ago, and it had never won first up before. So I just think it's come back raring to go, red hot. Up to 2,000 now, which it's won 3 out of 6. So it's had 6 goes at 2,000, it's won 3 of them. And it hadn't won first up over 1,600 before, and it's gone out and done that. So I just think it's come back prime. I think $9 is crazy for a horse that won that well. 3 out of 6 times over 2,000. Yeah, clearly he wanted further than 1,600, but still got the job done there. So I just reckon fucking really, really good bet.
Nice.
Nice, mate. I like the spiel. I like when there's a spiel and there's a bit of purpose behind
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like you haven't just had a bit of
sure.
a scroll before sitting down and went, yeah, this one. It's
Yeah.
like, I'm picking it for this reason.
Good spiel, kind of like your multi last week.
Yeah.
Except
The
hopefully it
spiel
comes
was
off.
good, but the multi was shit.
Thanks, Jace.
But yeah, you're surely you're gonna have another crack. Tommy's multi of the week.
100%.
We're not quitters.
No,
no.
no, 100%. Look, this week I'm with Pedro. I'm liking a couple of my biggest multi that I pulled off on the weekend was the 3 try scorer one, and I feel like that's a good way to go at the moment because there is such high scoring games and 3 legs with try scorers. It's getting you some pretty good odds. So I'm heading to Manly versus Rabbits because there are a few teams that I look at every week with what I like to put the biggest money on with my multis, and that's teams like the Rabbitohs because they play their cards right and shift really well, attacking the line and head to the left, and Alex Johnson is nearly a fucking shoe-in for a try.
So
Right.
he's in.
He's in.
Right.
Alex Johnson is in for an anytime try scorer. And Manly are really good with that shift as well when they're attacking the line on the left. So I'm going Ruben Garrick, anytime try scorer. So those two are in. I had a bit of a look at the weather, and there may be a bit of rain about this weekend. So that's why I'm not betting on total points, because if it was dry, I would have bet on like overs for a certain point. But I'm leaving it out completely. And there is one bloke that, when he is fit, is almost fucking unstoppable, and that's Tommy Turbo.
Yeah.
And at the moment, he is just looking good. He's looking like he's going to fucking score no matter who he plays against, so I'm chucking him in as well. So that's just 3 anytime try scorers, Ruben Garrick, Alex Johnson, the 2 left wingers, and Turbo. That's paying $8.
Is
That is
it really?
fucking great odds.
That is good odds.
That's
Johnston and Turbo are almost they're safe as houses for fucking.
Garrick
scoring
mustn't
a
score
try.
much.
Mate, Garrick scores a fair bit. Like,
Yeah.
when Saab used to be on the right-hand side, I used to pick him more than Garrick. Like, last year, or which was the year that Turbo killed it? Was that last year or the year before?
Year before.
Yeah.
Which I think, the year before then, I won so many times on Manly because I'd just go fucking turbo 2 or more and Saab 1 and it'd just
Yeah.
kill it every time.
Was
But
that-
now that Saab's not there, I feel like they're targeting and hitting Garrick on that thing. But yeah, that's literally those 3. And I had a look before we started and it was paying $8.
Yeah, I like
So
that.
I love it.
it's pretty good odds.
I love it. Righto, Jace, give us one.
Rightio, you're talking about spiels. I've got a fucking mouthful here. So I'm staying at Flemington and I'm going for the race of the day, the prestigious Australia
See how
Cup.
everyone's come to the big race. Just
Exactly.
following Gropes.
The Cox Plate of Autumn Racing.
No one
as
else
they
is
call
allowed
it.
to bet on the big races. We found out around here.
It's like you're the first ever bloke that's bet on a big race. Anyway, so a lot of great horses have won this race, including back-to-back winner in 2018 and 19, I think, Harlem. Last year's winner, Jace, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yep.
And in 2004, Lonhro. Fun fact, my auntie helped deliver the foals at Woodland Stud, where Lonhro was from, and worked with some of its relatives, including Lonhro's mum, siblings, and before sending them off to be trained by John Hawkes and Peter Snowden. So I guess you could say I've got Australian Cup winning blood in me.
Oh, okay. You got blood in you, all right?
Yeah.
In ya.
Listen closely to this tip.
All right.
And Rocket's beating me to it. Number 9, right you are.
Oh, really?
5 wins on the trot, as you've said, Groper. These wins have been at Sandown, Moonee Valley, and one of them being the Australian Cup prelude at Flemington recently. So 6 wins on the good track, and as I've mentioned before, that's looking good for Flemington this weekend. 2,000 metres race, it likes the longer distance. Ben Allen will be riding this gelding for the first time, though, but I don't think that'll be an issue as he's got some unreal momentum.
Yep.
Jumping out of barrier 8, nice, easy ride. Pierced through the crowd on the run home. It's paying $7.50, as Rocket said, and it's practically free money, I think. So I'm going on the nose again.
Ooh.
Australia Cup, right you are.
Well, look,
There you go.
I hope you're onto something, but fuck, they don't win 5 in a row, let alone 6 in a row.
Boys, so
It
I
is
wanted
tough.
to ask you because you are more like invested in the horse race and are more knowledgeable, I suppose.
Well, it's debatable.
No, well, than me, it's definitely not. When do they normally get a spell? Like when you see a horse that has had that spell on their record, and you can see like the first up record up to 3rd or 4th, I think it stops saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that normally indicate that they're due for a fucking rest? Or
Yeah, I don't like seeing horses that have been up for like too long.
Yeah.
7, 8 starts, you know. It just screams to me that they haven't hit their mark, that prep, so the
Yeah, exactly.
ownership group just keeps racing them because they want to get that win or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I mean, you look
Pushing
at
it
the
too
really good
far.
horses and they'll over middle distance and stuff. Some horses are just prime fresh. Like first up, second up, they are just raring to go from that spell. And then others, if say they're running over 2,000 metres, they need to start at 14, go to 16, and then 3rd up they'll hit 2,000 because they get fitness on their side. Whereas when you're sprinting, 1,000 metres, 1,100, 1,200, it's just first up fresh. You just give it all.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly.
That's
like
where
a
the
100-meter
trainers
sprint sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the trainers come into it so much because they got so many different horses and they got to know like what horse does this, what horse wants this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Exactly right.
that's where just look at the records and stuff. But
Yeah, cool.
for a horse to go and win 5 in a row is pretty impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a massive Group 1 now though.
Fucking oath.
Was the cunt racing at Gladstone or was it
Yeah.
fucking, where was
It
it?
was
Nah.
still racing city races.
Oh,
Big,
And
yeah, Sandown, Moonee Valley, and Flemington. Like, they're not small races.
I
Australian
reckon
Cup
it's
for-
fucking exciting that you boys are going on the same thing because like there'll be
Yeah.
a fair bit of heat. It also puts a lot of our eggs into one fucking basket.
Yeah,
to cover.
definitely.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Keto's Collectors is on it. Rocket's thrown a little dabble on it. Jace is on it. I'm on it. Fuck me.
Get around it. You've got plenty of choices there.
Yeah. there
Chuck
is
a
plenty
fucking
of choices.
Quinella on it.
Chuck
Oh,
a trifecta.
You'd want to believe that I'm fucking chucking them all into something
Yeah.
for a
Oh, you gotta.
yeah.
100%. Right, that just wraps us up, I reckon.
Yeah, me too,
That
boys.
was a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
Great,
I
loved
enjoyed that. And yeah, if you see me fucking floating around Caxton Street, come say g'day because
Feed
I'll
it to him.
I'll be flaring.
Yeah.
Rip the jersey off his fucking back.
Yeah.
Fucking will.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
jump on, tell your mates about us. Thanks for supporting us. We love it.
Fucking oath.
Cheers.